All right, folks, here we are in a timber sale that we're just finishing setting up. I'm actually out here making some boundary adjustments because we decided to exclude this thinning that we were going to potentially do, but then we had found a landslide, and it had a groundwater recharge area, and so we had to bound that out. This is a cool burl here on this tree, Douglas fir, to point out as well. And what we have here is, that's flat area up there, very little slope, maybe 15% at the most, and then it hits this slope break here where, I don't know, maybe 20 feet down or so, vertical feet, you start to see skunk cabbage popping up here. And I don't know if you can hear it, but there's some water starting to pop out over here. Whoa. And it's definitely slippery and wet, as you can see. We've got skunk cabbage, and then we've got a little trickle of water coming through here right underneath this old cedar stump that's fallen. Got lots of moss, more skunk cabbage, and this whole hillside is super wet. You can see the Devil's Club there, and you can look back to where I fell or just slipped, and this is the kind of material here that I slipped in, and this is almost all organic material here at the surface, and extremely slick. So I'm going to try and get on the edge over here so I don't slide all the way down the hill. But yeah, my feet are just sinking in here and sliding, whoa, along this seep area. Basically, it's popping out right there near the burl tree because there is probably some impervious surface up there, like a nice lens of compacted glacial till. We are in the raging river at about 2,500 feet, and that's definitely the type of below ground things you'll find up here, those lenses of compacted glacial till. And so what ends up happening is you get the water moving laterally now, and then coming out of the slope break. Whenever the slope starts, the water will just start seeping out of the side. And as we've learned in some of the other soil profiles, there can be many lenses of these compacted glacial till sheets. So you can imagine there could be 2-3 lenses here, and then each of those lenses could be picking up water from different areas, and more water could be popping out the further down we go, because we end up getting a lot more accumulation of water as we move further down the hill here until we hit that bench down there. It flattens out and definitely turns into a little wetland down there, forested wetland. And this is what I would classify here as a hillside wetland, which they're fairly rare, and we are protecting this one. That's why I'm out here changing the boundary. And you can see they're prone to uprooting from wind. You can also see you've got the bending at the base of the tree, which we call pistol budding, on a few of these trees, and you can see how the trees are buttressed out here at the bottom, where typically those roots there would be underground, but they're up on the surface. You've got pistol budding here, and basically that's from the unstable nature of this soil here, because it's all organic matter and wet, watery, very hydric soils here, and so they're not great for stability for tree growth, and they can lead to erosion if we were to come in here, as you can imagine, and cut these trees out. There wouldn't be the trees here sucking up the water, first of all. Second of all, there would be the damage from us entering this area, potentially compacting this and creating more of a channel. And this would be, because currently this is more of a type 5 seep stream here, not much of a channel, but by the time you get down to that wetland below, it turns into a type 4 stream. And you can see over here where this tree uprooted, there's another little seep coming out of the hillside there, and it's about at the same level. You can almost see, you can almost imagine here, this lens of glacial material probably goes kind of like that, and then that's why the water is popping out, hitting that compacted glacial till layer.